Well, I'm sitting up at night. Well, it's early in the morning now, so and I've got another project that I want to talk to you about. This book here, Kenny's Party Pan Project. It's a book which I often leave at the Phoenix Arts Centre in Exeter, and then leave a colour copy there to try and get myself established as an artist. It's all sorts of cause and effects tricks and all sorts of stuff to try and get myself established as an artist. There's an interesting thing here. When I was years ago, about it's a decade ago now. Oh, my camera slept. Can you see me? Oh, camera keeps the system this time. It's just sort of sits there. Right. This is interesting. I ran away and I was on the streets, and can you see this? The Khosla Award Scheme certificate comments from Khosla judges. This is an award I won for writing when I was in prison. I got put in prison because I was stealing things and I was living on the streets. I ran away from hospital, lived on the streets for 3 months. Got put in prison in the end for stealing things from shops. Spent a night as a prostitute, which I didn't like. That's when I started stealing. Didn't like that at all. It's a horrible experience. Sort of slept rough. I went under a false name and I ended up back in psychiatric hospital. They transferred me from prison back into a psychiatric hospital at the time. It was back in the days when it was acute stage of my illness. Took a decade of treatment to get me the right medication, which I have these days. And took a decade of treatment, and that's about, well, 13, 14 years ago that I ran away. Well, yeah, long story. Right. It's a hodgepodge of things about my life. How to get to my flat. If anyone wants to come and buy my artwork, I've got a decent picture in here. And then I'll read you a piece of writing, which is pretty good. I'll find my decent picture first. Alright, that's my decent picture in there. Can you see it? That's a good picture. It's actually a pirate charm. And there it says the Chest of Law. It's a pirate charm. It's not just a picture, it's a pirate charm. And I've got some writing here, but I've got a piece of writing which I did, which I quite like, and I put it in here. It's in here somewhere. I might have time to read it before I'm running out of time on the internet. It's actually a modern art project. Right. Well, when I use philosophy, I use writing techniques to make the philosophy much lighter, more fluffy, more accessible, more a story. I use different writing techniques to do that, a bit like Shakespeare corrupted English. I corrupt in different ways the language to make it much more accessible. Well, yeah, this is an example of it. My advice to others. I don't know if I've got time on this video to read this, but I'll have a go. Along the path to Babylon, to behold the 7 wonders of the world, we wait breathless to behold a new world. We are presented with the old one. You see, nothing changes about people. We are fallible, sinners, flesh, weak to our inner and outer forces. Strength. Our willpower against these things, as every day is a chess game, a card game as you gamble. And when the pace picks up, war. This is the inescapable human condition. As the day begins, and you thoughtfully lay down your first card, remember to enjoy it. It is not love the gift, because love can devour. It is the world we inhabit. If we can escape to beauty, then it fills our souls to brimming. There we are truly free. Love, have I underestimated you? Indeed, how can I say love is puny? That beauty is greater, for indeed they are soulmates and lie hand in hand. For to love is to experience our deepest slating, to be entwined, bound, to experience a taste of intimacy, and to feel our deepest needs satisfied. How of fulfillment is this love? Kindness itself is an act of fulfillment. Some may despise you as a selfish one. Why do you wish to be fulfilled? To take that deep, pleasurable inward breath, when we are shallow and cannot embrace altruism. Evil, indeed. We all feel it, a creepy, delusional feeling that we are truly justified in our actions. Some beat themselves up, screaming, why to the sky, why me? Is it make-up, conditioning, bitterness? The answer is it's just us. And inescapable guilt is part of being alive. Whilst we live, breaking rocks in the hot sun searching for gold, we sing chain gang songs. The gold we find is those moments of happiness and pleasure that we will always treasure. They are found in the most unexpected places. And indeed, there is never a reliable source to go back to. For when we return for more, we merely find empty rock. And the things we hunger, reach for, is our own undoing, as we are misled by the establishment of gold diggers. They claim to know the secret of eternal youth, of love, of the gold, yet they are mere harlequins, jokers with invisible tears, drawing us in with fairy promises into their despair. Wealth, why we all need substance, and to gorge ourselves on excess, on the world's resources, to hold up roaring trophies for all to see. Why I need to win, when a sack race is as comfortable as the greatest Olympic achievement? Not quite right. You see, as the herd streams across the plain, pursued on all sides by predators, it is the weak that fall to pain, sickness and age. We must remain strong. We must win. All my bits of documents always tied up by string. I tried to make this tactile. And I like to make my handmade books tactile. I won't be 1 minute until I get to the next bit of the page. Right. Hope I can get this on, fit this on YouTube. I'll try and do it again. So this card game, chess game, strategic warfare, is an everyday battle that calls for constant and subtle concentration. For indeed, pain is our worst nightmare. However, we all have trouble to sleep, and you're caught and handed in. It is time. As the Gestapo strap you in, at last your guilt can be appeased, for this is the highest price, the true eclipse of the soul, and if you talk, traitor, and you will forever bear the mark for all to see and despise you for your failure. Strength. Indeed, here you cry out for love. Beauty you cannot see, but love will give you strength, and with those tears of emotion you are truly born. In this dark, deep dungeon, you are visited by visions of light that stream through your window, and you think. Indeed, the game of chess, every day in the torture chambers, is of the most deadly kind. For your flesh is being purified, and every sip of pure spring water teaches you to focus. For the predators are your teachers. It is they who will show your own mind. It is your true and worthy opponent, your nemesis, that will show you who you truly are. The day you are set free, recovery is far from instant, limping, bleeding. Now you must find sanctuary. You are looking for the garden. As you search in the wilderness, you are weakening. Love has betrayed you. Life has shown you only darkness. Yet in this place you are surrounded by light. You are a misfit now, desperately seeking, addicted to pain. Yet somewhere you hear the sound of water. You stop and listen. Then the gates open and before you lies the garden. You walk through the gates. Angels greet you with smiles. Here you are far from the prison. The fountain spills wine and you take a glass, deep red. For 12 days and 12 nights you frolic naked in the sun, for you have found love and an angel to love you. The beauty makes you cry daily, deep inward tears of joy. Yet it is not over, for the serpent is envious. You take the apple and smell it. Then you take a big, deep bite. Suddenly all is barren wasteland, windswept and empty. Your love is gone for now, and you must make it alone. Yet this is easy. Piece by piece, revelation after revelation, you understand the Bible and are at one with God. You need not love in this place, only knowledge. As you ponder lonely, hour after hour, secrets unfold. The big why always has an answer, even if it's only your answer. You may live in a barren wasteland, but your mind is as fertile as a garden you left all those years ago. Now we make our own way in the wilderness. We are strong survivors. We still make mistakes, but they make us laugh and we pinch ourselves, because the world is the same old world and people will never change. But you are one with who you are, and with everything you meet. It is us who were the gold all along. And the garden? Well, you only have to walk down the road to find one.